Hello everyone. So today date is 22nd and 23rd January 2023. So we will cover Vision IAS news today. So Switzerland became first WTO member to formally accept new agreement on fisheries subsidies. So agreement sets new building multilateral rules to curb harmful subsidies which are a key factor in the widespread depletion of world's fish stocks. So more than a third of world stocks are fished at biologically unsustainable levels. It is the first WTO agreement to focus on environment and only second agreement reached at WTO since its inception. So it was adopted at WTO's second 12th ministerial conference held in Geneva, June 2022. Acceptances from two-thirds of WTO members are needed for agreement to come into effect. So key features of the agreement: prohibits subsidies to illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing and bans subsidies for fishing over fished stocks and for fishing on unregulated high seas. Recognizes needs of developing and least developed countries and establishes a fund to provide technical assistances and capacity building to help them implement the agreement. Recently, European Union pledged $1 million 1 million euro for this fund. No prohibition on a WTO member regarding subsidy to its vessel or operator as long as it is not carrying out IUU, illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing. No prohibition on subsidies that are implemented to rebuild stock to a biologically sustainable level. So India assistants WTO members who have provided huge subsidies in the past and engaged in large scale industrial fishing should take more obligations to prohibit subsidies based on polluter pay principle and common but differentiated responsibilities. So let us move on to our second topic. So economy at risk from move to clean energy. A recent study has highlighted that India's financial sector is highly exposed to risk of economy transitioning from being largely dependent on fossil fuel to clean energy, as 60% of lending to mining sector was for oil and gas extraction. 20% of manufacturing sector debt is for petroleum refining and related industries. High carbon industries like power generation, chemicals, etc., have less financial capacity to respond to shocks and stresses due to transition. In the recent years, India has shown its commitment to environmental stewardship, climate action, and focus on renewables by focusing on clean energy. So, clean energy is broadly defined as energy derived from renewable zero emission sources as well as energy saved through energy efficiency measures. Need is felt because of reasons like inexhaustible resources, energy security by reducing import dependency and reduced carbon emissions to meet global commitments, cleaner environment, etc. So steps taken by India: PM announced net zero commitment by 2070. Policies like green hydrogen policy, offshore wind policy, etc. Schemes such as PM Kusum, FAME India, etc. Union Budget 2022-23 provides roadmap for clean energy and climate mitigation. So let us move on our third topic of this day. SBI launches information database on municipal bonds. So database contains a wide range of information in form of statistics and regulation circulars, etc. issued by SEBI and information to be obtained by an issuer to tap municipal bond market. A municipal bond is a debt instrument issued by municipal corporations. Bengaluru floated municipal bonds for first time in India in 1997. Need for municipal bonds: better urban infrastructure require greater flow of financial resources to local governments. Reduced dependence of municipal corporations on central or state government will enable adoption of innovative and appropriate technologies for waste treatment, tackling of air and water pollution, etc. So constraints faced: lack of a secondary market, constraints attracting a more extensive investor base, conditions imposed such as prescribed limits and maximum loan repayment period, poor accounting standards and low institutional capabilities. So RBI's a recent report suggested several measures for resource mobilization through municipal bonds, such as sound and efficient regulation, greater transparency and better governance, listing municipal bonds in stock exchanges for developing a secondary market. So types of municipal bonds: general obligation bonds for enhancing civic amenities such as water, sanitation, garbage disposal, etc. Revenue bonds for a specific purpose such as construction of a toll road or a toll bridge. So let us move on our fourth topic of this day: a home burial mounds, in bracket madam, in Assam to vie for UNESCO World Heritage Site tag. So presently there are 40 UNESCO World Heritage Site in India, 32 cultural, none in the northeast, 7 natural and 1 mixed type. So madams are the burial mounds of Ahom kings, queens and nobles. Though madams are found in all districts of Upper Assam, Charaidio, first capital of Ahoms was necropolis of almost all Ahom royals. Madam consists of three major features: a vault or chamber to keep mortal remains, a hemispherical earthen mound covering the chamber with a brick structure in bracket chau chali in for annual offering over it, an octagonal boundary wall having an arched gateway on its west. Their sizes vary from a modest mound to a hillock depending upon the power status and resources of the person buried. Special officer known as Changrang Pukan were appointed for construction of all the civil works including royal madam. Home kings used to be buried along with their treasures and articles of their day-to-day use. So what about Ahom kingdom? Traditionally and cultural, Ahoms are members of Great Thai in bracket Thai Ai group of people. They entered Upper Assam region of Brahmaputra Valley through Patkai Hills under leadership of Chaulang Shinkapa, first king of the Ahom dynasty. He established capital at Charaideo. Lachit Barphukan was one of the greatest war generals who fought against Mughals. So let us move on our fifth topic of this day. So inflation targeting, neither necessary for sufficient for price control. IMF paper. So paper suggested that for some countries targeting leads to improved outcomes. However, for most countries there is limited impact of such framework. Inflation targeting is a technique to bring inflation to a targeted level within a specific time horizon. It controls inflation level by increasing or decreasing interest rate prevailing in economy. So increasing rate is believed to bring down inflation by curtailing economic activity, decreasing rate increasing inflation level by increasing economic activity. So importance of inflation targeting: more transparent, accountable and coherent policy making. Price stability allows investors to confidentially invest for productive activities. Price stability maintains purchasing power of consumers. In 2016, Parliament Amendment RBI Act 1934 to change monetary policy and introduce an inflation targeting framework. So as per the new framework, central government in consultation with RBI sets an inflation target and upper and lower tolerance level for retail inflation. So target has been set at 4% with an upper tolerance limit of 6% and a lower tolerance limit of 2%. Target and bands are revised every 5 years. In March 2021, the existing targets were carried forward. ChatGPT popularity raises cybersecurity concerns. ChatGPT, generative pre-trained transformer, is an artificial intelligence-powered chatbot launched in November 2022 by OpenAI, which can comprehend and generate natural language or human text. It can respond to user queries with summarized information in short and simple sentences. OpenAI is a leading research laboratory based on San Francisco, USA. So GBT is a kind of computer language model that relies on deep learning techniques to produce human-like text based on inputs. It is trained on large amounts of text data and uses an algorithm known as transformer to learn how to generate text that is similar to human conversation. Applications include creating chatbots for customer service, generating responses to questions in online forums, creating personalized content for social media posts, etc. So concerns related to ChatGPT. So potential automation and scaling of ChatGPT may industrialize creation and personalization of malicious web pages, highly targeted phishing campaigns, and social engineering reliant scams. It will allow people with less or no skills in coding to launch cyber attacks. It would be difficult to distinguish between AI generated content and one's original work. So also in news. So Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation ITEC program, Indian Coastal Guard conducted a course for officers and sailors of several countries like ITEC. Under ITEC. ITEC program under Ministry of External Affairs was instituted in 1964 as a bilateral program of assistance to share India's developmental experience. So ITEC have also been used for cooperation programs such as Commonwealth Secretariat, UNIDO Group of 77 and Group 15, ASEAN, BIMSTEC, etc. So under ITEC and its sister programmers, SCAP, Special Commonwealth Assistance for Africa Program, and Technical Cooperation Scheme of Colombo Plan, more than 160 countries have benefited. Major components of ITEC: training and capacity building, study tours, deputation of Indian experts. So Agriculture Insurance Company of India Limited, AIC. So AI released major sums as compensation against crops damage claims to the farmers of Barmer district, Rajasthan. AIC was incorporated under Indian Companies Act 1956 in 2002. It is under administrative control of the Ministry of Finance. AIC has been promoted by several public sector financial institutions with General Insurance Corporation, New India Insurance Company, etc., and NABARD as a specialty to crop insurance provider. Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farmers Welfare have also designated AIC for government to sponsored agriculture crop insurance scheme. So AIC has taken over implementation of National Agricultural Insurance Scheme, NAIS. So school health and wellness program. Our next topic is that. So almost 3 years after its implementation, program has less than 50% uptake, and so far only 15 states have started classroom sessions with the students. A school health and wellness program is being implemented in government and government-aided schools in districts, including aspirational districts. It has been incorporated as a part of health and wellness component of Ayushman Bharat program. 2 teachers, preferably one male and one female in every school, are designated as health and wellness ambassadors to transact with school children for 1 hour every week. Rat hole mining. A High Court appointed committee has refuted Meghalaya's government estimate of coal extracted before NGT banned red hole mining in April 2014. Red hole mining involves digging of narrow tunnels, usually 3 to 4 feet high, which workers, often children, enter and extract coal. It is mostly practiced in Meghalaya because of thinness of coal found there. In 2019, Supreme Court stated that if coal mining is done under Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Act and Minerals Concession Rules 1960, NGT ban will not be applicable. So our next topic is measles and rubella. India had set a target to eliminate measles and rubella vaccine preventable diseases by 2023, missed earlier deadline of 2020. Measles is caused by a virus that especially infects the respiratory system. Rubella is caused by a virus that invades lymph nodes, eyes and skin. Steps taken by India. Mission Indradhanush to ramp up vaccinating the unvaccinated population. National Strategic Plan for Measles and Rubella Elimination. Introduced rubella containing vaccine RCV into the routine immunization program. A nationwide measles rubella supplementary immunization activity SIA catch-up campaign. Buddhist monastery complex found. Excavations revealed Buddhist monastery complex at Bharatpur, West Bengal. Other findings during earlier excavations at location a Buddhist stupa. Black and red ware pottery from Chalcolithic or Copper Age. Sculptures of Buddha in Bhumisparsha Mudra, also known as Earth Witness Mudra, with all five fingers of the right hand extended to touch the ground. It symbolizes Buddha's enlightenment under Bodhi tree when he summoned the earth goddess Sthavar or to bear witness to his attainment of enlightenment. So our next topic is personality in news. So V. Narayan Singh, government of Chhattisgarh named Shahid V. Narayan Singh International Cricket Stadium to honor him. He was a landlord from Sonakhan, Chhattisgarh. He spearheaded in the 1857 war in Chhattisgarh. He is also considered as the first Chhattisgarhi freedom fighter. His ancestors were from the Gond tribe. Later on, they changed their affiliation from the Gond to the Binjwar tribe. Personality traits: courageous, leader, determined, etc. So places in news. So Jagannath Temple, Puri, Odisha, dedicated to Lord Jagannath, considered an avatar incarnation of Lord Vishnu, built by King Anantvarman Chodaganga Deva in 12th century, also called White Pagoda, and is a part of Char Dhams, Dwarika, Badrinath, Rameshwar are other three. Main temple is constructed in Kalinga architecture in such a way that no shadow of temple falls on the ground at any time of the day. Idols of Holy Trinity, Lord Jagannath, Devi Subhadra and elder brother Balbhadra, are carved out of wood. Carvings are predominantly of gods and goddesses. Jagannath Rath Yatra is celebrated here. Somalia, capital Mogadishu. US strike in Somalia killed approximately 30 Al-Shabaab fighter. Political boundaries. Location: easternmost country on mainland Africa, situated on peninsula known as Horn of Africa. Borders bordered by Ethiopia, Djibouti, Gulf of Aden, Kenya and Indian Ocean. Also shares maritime borders with Yemen. Equator passes through Somalia. Geographical features: terrain mostly flat savanna and semi-desert to undulating plateau rising to hills in north. Major rivers: Shebele and Jubba. Highest point: Mount Shimbris, also known as Mount Surud Kad. So thank you.